Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, April 13th, and I decided I'm going to check out this new thrift store that recently opened. I think it actually opened in January, February, but I didn't know about it until just now. Not too far from my house. I think they have a lot of clothes because I went online last night to look, but I think there's other stuff. So we're gonna go check it out. Come along for the adventure. They got a lot of shoes. I'm not one to buy used shoes. New ones, these look brand new. Also look way too small for me, but yeah, 5'6". But we're gonna peruse and see what we find. So I'm looking through a lot of these clothes, and most of them right now look to be like some t-shirts, Old Navy. See, there's an Old Navy one. That's actually pretty cute. The Gildan brand. I did see one Talbot t-shirt, but I haven't seen a Hanes. I haven't seen any. Eddie Bauer's not too bad, but I'm not looking for t-shirts. I'm not really looking for clothes at all. Just curious to see what they have. Looks like they've got a lot of kids' shoes and kid clothing. Infant section. So this stuff, some of this stuff is like brand new. This is a Target brand. So all this stuff is brand new. So I don't know if like someone just gave them up or what, but they're brand new. Like if you needed one, $6.99. I don't know if that's good or not. These are all Target brand. It's all brand new stuff too. Okay, so like this price here, this stuff you can find in Target. I mean, not this glass specifically, but the price range, I don't think that this is an amazing deal, quite honestly. This stuff seems more like what's coming from people's houses. So let's see what the price is on this one. $3.99, it's a little bit better. These look like more used ones. This price is more of what I would expect in a thrift shop. This is $1.99. Like random pieces from someone's house. It's like $2.99, like that's a good price. That's actually a nice big soup bowl. Now this looks like people's like souvenirs. Let's see, for instance, the Atlantis. That one is $1.99. So yeah, these are like from people's kitchens. I think the other ones that we saw earlier were brand new, like the kind you would see at TJ Maxx. Yeah, all this stuff also looks brand new. And I'm gonna check the purses before I check out. I did find some things. Okay, so I did find a bunch of things. I'm not gonna show you right now. I did find a purse, and I was talking to a lady. I'm going to Europe, and she told me that they have phone bungees, and that way you can wrap it around your hand, and no one, if someone tries to steal your phone, it's tied to you. So I like that idea. So I also found a purse that you cannot cut through. So I'll show you that after I check out. All right, I am back in my car, but I do have to go to an event right now where I am volunteering, so I'm not going to film that. But I'll show you most of this. I only got 3 items, but I might go to vintage Roost as well. So I'll save all of it to the end, except for the one thing, because when I get home, I'm gonna give this to my husband immediately. So we're now grandparents, and he hates when I bring home new mugs, but I saw this, and it's so perfect because he flies remote control airplanes. So it has airplanes on it, and it says, Grandpa, someone to look up to. I just thought that was so cute. So I'm gonna hand this to him as soon as I get home. But I'll show you the other stuff, along with whatever I happen to get at Vintage Roost at the very end of the video. Good morning. Today is part 2 of this video because I actually ended up working with my crew and then going out to dinner. So having a quick breakfast here with my husband, and I am taking him along with me to thrifting after this. And so yeah, so we're continuing this video. This is actually a really good place for breakfast. Okay, this is their cafe con leche that comes with the breakfast. Oh my gosh, it is so good. So this is what is known as the colossal breakfast, which is basically a little bit of everything. Cuban toast, their Cuban toast is amazing. I probably get it from La Segunda down in Ybor City. A pancake, some eggs. It comes with 2 meats. I gave Evan my bacon and I got turkey. All right, next up we will be down at Vintage Roost. All right, we are here at Vintage Roost. The husband has never been here. His first thought was Sanford and Sons because of all the salvage out in the front. So yeah, we're gonna go and see what we can find. I think he secretly likes thrifting. I love salt and pepper shakers. Cedar Point, never been, but that's in Ohio. Those are cute. I've seen a lot of owls lately. Oh, look at the dogs. They remind me of the poker dogs. Huh. Cats are cute too. Here's an example of why albums at Stain Marketplace is better, because Stain Marketplace is $2 each. They want $20 for this. And I wouldn't pay $20 because I could find it somewhere else. I think I want to start looking at estate sales if I can. Okay, I found something that I absolutely love, but I have no room for because I bought the mirror from a Disney sale. So, but oh my gosh, how awesome is this? This would be perfect in my tiki office. This booth has got a lot of mid-century modern. Love that. Love that. I wish I had a bigger tiki office because I'd be able to fit more stuff in it. All blue and white. China. We don't need any more China, but I do love it. This is really cool. We have no place for it, but it's really cool. The old lady in the shoe cookie jar. That is cute. We already have a cookie jar. Oh, look at the one up there. The train. And Andy.
Which are clowns.
Are they technically clowns?
They're clowns.
They are?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I had a Raggedy Ann. Did you have a Raggedy Andy? Well, no. I hate clowns.
They're clowns.
I did not know they were clowns. Oh my gosh. My husband found all of this tiki stuff. It's gonna take me a minute. Holy moly. All of these swizzle sticks. Oh, look at all the baskets. I like this cat. Oh wow, look, old maps. We used to get triptychs when we would go traveling. When AAA would make them. Obviously now you use your GPS on your phone. But old school maps, that's so cool. This is a great one. Not quite sure where I would wear this to though. You think I could wear this to another tiki excursion? I feel like this could have been a hat that Queen Elizabeth wore. It's $39. I just I just noticed this, and it's a pirate head. Doesn't go with my theme, but it's pretty cool. All right, I do have some goodies to show you when I get home, along with what I bought at the thrift shop yesterday. So I'll show you that when I get home. All right, I am back home, and I'm going to show you what I got yesterday and today. But first, if you haven't seen my video from Tiki Go-Go from last weekend, I did 2 parts. I didn't show you the mug that was for Tiki Go-Go. Look how gorgeous that mug is. It's got all of the elements on it. Tiki, it was hand done by John Mulder. He was very creative and very good at what he does. And then the inside is orange. It was kind of like the orange bird theme throughout it. And the monorail's up there. I did not get to go to Disney World. That was the last day. That was going to be my 3rd video. But the reason I didn't go was because my stepdaughter was having a baby. So I am now a grandma. Some of the swizzle sticks that I did get last week was the beachcomber. And I also got Smuggler's Cove, which I have been to in California. That was during some of my tiki swapping, my swizzle stick swapping. Speaking of swizzle sticks, I am actually going to start with Vintage Roost because that is where my husband found some swizzle sticks. And I got 2 different batches from 2 different vendors. Some of the top ones that I found, for the reason I bought them, were these. And one of the reasons I'm wearing my glasses is so I can actually read some of these because the print is really small. So this is from United Airlines. That's a good one. You know, I like collecting all the airline ones, and I have TWA and I have Eastern Airlines. This says the Royal, I can't even read the second word quite honestly, but it says United Airlines on there. I don't know if you can make out what it says. Maybe just snap the photo and figure it out. And there were 2 of them. So I can give one to my little brother who also collects, well, I don't know if he actually collects swizzle sticks. I keep giving him my doubles. And or trading them, keeping them to trade. The other one that's really good is from the Playboy Club. This does not exist anymore for obvious reasons. Plus, Hugh Hefner is no longer with us. So I thought this was a pretty good find. I had not seen any of these ever before. So that is now part of my collection. So this one says Escape Lounge, Canal Boulevard in New Orleans. So I will investigate some of these, but I typically don't save the ones that just have the little balls on top. I think they're boring. I'd rather have ones with, you know, the stuff on the top of it, like this one and the ones I just showed you. This one is from the Rib Room, also in New Orleans. So I will investigate some of them and perhaps keep, if there's history behind it, maybe keep some of them, like if they're like from the 50s or something like that. But in general, I don't like the ones that are just the ball at the top. This one is from the Hilton Hotels in Hawaii. I have been to one Hilton Hotel in Hawaii, and that was the one that was on the main island. And so this one doesn't say what island it's from because Hilton is all over Hawaii and all the different islands. When we went to Maui, we did not stay at Hilton. In Maui, we did Hyatt when we were in Hana. And when we were in just general Maui, we stayed at a Marriott AC hotel. Now this one is super cute. I love the daisy, but it literally has nothing written on it, but it came with a collection. This one is another good one, Pan Am. I don't have any Pan Am ones, but now I do. And it looks a little bit like part of a propeller. So that one is a good find. This one is also a good find. And even though I don't like just the ball at the top, it's from the Riviera in Las Vegas. And as you may know, if you saw the other thrifting, I'm going to put that up here. I found some other Riviera stuff in the form of a matchbook. And I also have a chip from the Riviera, which doesn't exist anymore. So I definitely like this. I just wish they would have done something fancy at the top. This one is from the Seattle, I don't know what they call this in Seattle. This says Seattle, the Friendly Skies. It's their, I want to say it's a space needle. I think it's called the Space Needle. I don't know how old this is. I'm going to look it up, but I have been to Seattle, just not at the top of this. And this one's from the Maxim restaurant. I don't even know what city it's from. We'll look that up. This is Villa Romano in Nashville. I'll have to check that one out. And the last one is Fontainebleau in New Orleans. And I don't know how old it is, but I will check that out too. So those are all of the swizzle sticks I got from 2 different vendors from Vintage Roost. I did have a tiki mug in my hand and I was ready to buy it. It was the one from Japan. If you guys recall, I have found 2 of those mugs at 2 different places and I paid $9 for one and $11 at the other. It wasn't the exact tiki mug that I had found for each brother, but I thought, oh, I don't have one of those for myself. Well, the booth said it was 50% off, but then when I got up there, they said the mug was not 50% off. The original price was $22, and knowing what I paid for the other 2, I decided not to get it because I know I can find a better price. So what I got instead, I went and found stuff from chandeliers. These I thought were cool because I'll have to take the prices off. They were $3.50 a piece. Once I take the tags off, there's a starburst under there, and I'm going to make these into earrings. May or may not keep them for myself. I still haven't made the earrings out of the red ones I have. Or these, they're still sitting on my desk. Need to turn these into earrings as well. Okay, now I will show you what I got at yesterday's thrift shop that was new to me. I did speak to the girl that works there and it did not open in January. It actually only opened a month ago. So it is brand new. Now I showed you the mug that I got. The other thing, first that you need to know about me is I love sunglasses, but I am the queen of losing sunglasses. So I never want to spend a lot of money on sunglasses with the potential idea of losing them. And there's a pair that I've wanted for a really long time. They're called Quay, and I've seen them at Nordstrom, and they're $40. Now, while $40 is not that bad for some sunglasses, because I know some brands are like a lot more than that, I don't want to lose them. But I found a pair that are very much like the ones from Quay. They need to be cleaned, but these are green like the ones I found, and they do darken really well. And I don't know, I think they'll look really good. So I will clean them, and these are my new sunglasses. These are only $5.99. So what a deal. Now this purse is a bargain price at $3.99. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, I am going to Italy in about 5 or 6 weeks. And I'm so worried for some reason on this trip. I've been to Europe before and I've traveled on trains before, but for some reason I am afraid of getting robbed. And so I need to find something where they can't cut right through it with a sharp knife. I also plan to try to keep something underneath me at all times. I'm going to bring a windbreaker with me in case it rains. And I believe my windbreaker has a hood. But this has a chain wrapped around the leather. So I'm thinking that it would be a little harder to cut if it's got the metal around it. And I just thought this was so cute. It reminds me of the Chanel big flower that comes on a package when you buy from Chanel. I do not own anything Chanel, but I know that what the flower looks like. So it reminded me of that. It doesn't look exactly like it, I'm sure, but it reminded me of it. It's big enough inside for my phone. I am not bringing a ton of stuff with me. I just need it for my phone and I have a little wallet that's like this big that I carry. It's just enough for my wallet. And I think this will be just perfect. I think I'm going to bring 2 purses with me, but this is definitely one that I will be carrying with me when I'm going through the train stations and stuff. So yeah, that is my find. Now what I might do is I might take, actually I will be doing it. I'm going to take like a Clorox wipe and cleaning it up a little bit. It doesn't look too bad, but any germs or anything on it, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. So I just thought that was a really good find. So that is it. That is my treasure for this week, this video. What I will do, in case you haven't seen any of the Vintage Roost ones before, I will link the websites below of both places. I think the new one does have a website, but I'll link that all below along with the addresses in case you want to check them out for yourself. Now just know that the thrift store has its own hours. I believe I showed you on the door a couple of screenshots before. Vintage Roost is open the 2nd and 4th weekend of every month. They do switch it up a little bit during the holidays, but for the most part, it's the 2nd and 4th. Again, you can find all their information on Facebook, and I will link it below. So thank you for tuning into the Wonderful World of Wendy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next adventure.